Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we have another video. And this game is from the Tata Chess Masters, and it's round 9. And it's Magnus Carlsen versus Mamedyarov. And let's dive straight into this game. So, Carlsen, with the white pieces, opens with d4. So the queen's pawn opening. Knight to f6 from Mamedyarov, the Indian game. Knight to f3, the knight's variation. d5, the symmetrical variation. c4, e6, the queen's gambit declined. And c3, the Catalan opening. D captures on c4. Bishop to g2, fianchettoing the bishop. And we have bishop to b4 with check. Bishop to d2, kicking away this bishop, or offering for a trait. Or you could simply defend this bishop with the option of a5. And we have a5 from Mamedyarov, and castles on the king side from Carlsen. Castles and e3, so this is the closed variation of the Catalan. And we have rook to a6, so rook lift, and now this rook has a lot of space along its a file and some space along the 6th rank. We have queen to c2, adding some pressure to this pawn on c4, so this rook will be under pressure. And we have b5 defending. a4 adding pressure to the pawn on b5, so the point is, if this pawn goes along and captures on a4, then what's going to happen is the queen could capture on c4, or you could play rook capture on a4, which gives you a nice rook lift, which adds pressure to his bishop, and probably in exchange is likely to happen. So going back in the position after this move of a4, c6 was played. Knight to c3, rook to b6 and e4, bishop to e7 and e5, adding pressure to the knight. Knight to d5, a captures on b5, c captures on b5, and knight captures on d5, e captures on d5, bishop captures on a5, and we have knight to c6. Bishop captures on b6, queen captures on b6, rook to a8, adding pressure to this bishop, and maybe rook f to a1 could be played, connecting both of the rooks along this strong a file. And we have pawn to h6, rook f to a1, and bishop to e6, queen to d1, b4, and b3. And this is the winning move of the game. So the point is, if this pawn captures by c takes on b3, you could play something like rook 8 to a6, so what that means is the rook on the 8th rank goes to a6, adds lots of pressure to this queen, and these pawns are doubled up, and the position doesn't look very good from black's point of view. So going back in the position, c3 was played, and after c3 we have rook 8 to a6, and after we have queen to c7, we have knight to e1, f6, trying to open up the position again by trying to get rid of these central pawns. And we have knight to d3. F capture on e5, knight capture on e5, so instead of taking with the pawn, the knight has a very strong position here. Sorry, the knight is covering all these squares. And from here we have knight captures, rook captures on e6, c2, queen to e1, and it was in this position on move 27 that Mamedyarov resigned the game, as there is nothing more to be done. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video from the Tata Chess Masters. This was round 9 of the event. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.